I am the soul pool. You are the soul pool. We are the soul pool. Together as a collective. It doesn't work without you. Don't try and think about it logically because you'll never get there. Spirit, see your life from start to finish. Today's read, 27th of July 2021. I had to wait for Astral DJ because he gave me a song, but just didn't know what it was. It's a modern one, I don't know what it was. I couldn't hear the lyrics, just the melody. So I waited a while and I got Can't Fight This Feeling Anymore. Can't remember who it's by. I should know it, but it just keeps going on in my head, so I can't think two separate things while I'm doing it because I'm already tuned in for the cards. So we all know it. It doesn't matter who it's by. Can't Fight This Feeling Anymore. 27th of June. Going with your gut instinct. It's the lockdown card today. But we shouldn't really call it that because it's got so many other meanings. It's following your true path, which is where we was yesterday. It's not concentrating on material matters. It's going with your gut instinct and your feelings, which tunes in with the song. So let's see. And there it is. So it's probably not going to happen straight away because it's right in the middle of the piles, but it's something we have to be aware of. Remember, cards aren't set in stone. You can change your future if you take them as advice. However, destiny is formed when you make a choice and the consequences of your choice. So you may make matters worse if you try and change the cards. Or better. It's your choice. So let's see what the cards say. No reunions, no celebrations, 3 months. Water sign energy. An offer of love, but no commitment. It's not enough yet. Possibly a water sign child. Possibly a Pisces because the fish is on there. It's immature emotions. Not being in command of your emotions. Apologies. Movements forwards. This is our guy with the limp. Might not be a visible limp. It's somebody who's been wounded, possibly in the leg, at some point in their life. I was born 1966, plus or minus 12, February to February may be involved. He has a victory wreath there. Could be someone in uniform. Could be about communications, finances, career, small, steady baby steps forward, improving in a situation. Somebody's staying in the safety zone, refusing to transform, trying to avoid this ending. Scorpio energy. Again, it's about the reproductive organs and shared resources. Again, those born 1966, plus or minus 12, February to February, mentioned. And they are in the next card. So, it's staying in your safety zone. You've already been the caterpillar. Now you're in the chrysalis waiting to become the butterfly. But there's something holding you back. And I think it's lack of commitment. Somebody starts things but doesn't have the stamina to finish them or to follow through with them. You need to go with your gut instinct. You will not walk this next part of the journey alone, no matter what. Spirit are with you. Any health issues will be healed. 2 people born 1965, plus or minus 12, February to February could be involved. So we're pinpointing specific signs here. Pisces energy. Sacrificing yourselves for something or someone that isn't worth it. Not putting your boundaries in place. Again, those born 1965 plus or minus 12 February to February involved somewhere. And number 4, those born on the 12th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. Somewhere along the line you said yes to the little things, and now you don't know how to say no. It's people pleasing. It's playing the martyr or the victim to get what you want, or letting others do that to you. It's time to see things from a different angle. You're in limbo because of it. So the answer to any question will be no for now. Possibly 9 months. If you're hoping to get pregnant, that's not going to happen. If, however, you've had a one-night stand and you're worried about being pregnant, that's a no. It's 12 and 13, so it could be the 12th and 13th of August that could be important. But for now, we're in limbo. Something cannot be born till something ends. Yeah, there could be issues with children, your inner child, your ego having a tantrum, or some issue from the past returning that's not pleasant. 6 months is mentioned. Unfaithfulness, depression, feeling drained emotionally and health-wise. 1 month. Because of this lack of commitment, unrequited love perhaps, or someone that is of a youthful energy that's drinking too much. Lack of reciprocation. Those born 1993 plus or minus 12 February to February. No give and take. So we don't give to receive, but we also don't keep giving if we don't want to be a doormat. Again, this love is there, unconditional love, but it's not enough for some reason. It's very non-committal. And it's because of fear. Fear is holding you back, putting things off until tomorrow. Again, in limbo, delaying things. Not wanting to take a risk. Now we have 2 3s, it could be a third party. Or minor surgery that's stopped you in your tracks. Heartache, sorrow, loss, separation. 3 weeks is mentioned. Mother energy. And there we have the ending that they want us to have. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. So the reason we're in limbo is we're healing, I believe. Possibly because the carrier pigeons there, a message may have struck us and hurt us. The external energy is the Leo female, very financially orientated. She knows her worth. So we're waiting for an ending. But we know it's going to cause heartache, so perhaps we're delaying it. There's a lot of spilt cups, a lot of water under the bridge. Yeah, somebody's been lying. Possibly a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra child. Scorpio could be involved somewhere, but it's lack of communication or rapid bad news. And yet we have this reunion. So confusion around a reunion or a third party, a celebration, something like that. To do with the home and family life, perhaps a new house, house move, a celebration. Looks like somebody's celebrating. Could be a birthday coming up. Again, we have the limbo card, Scorpio, something about the reproductive organs and shared resources that we don't want to change, but we know if we don't change it, we'll be stuck in limbo. Again, the 13. So it's massively important. Shared resource, reproductive organs. Now we have that immature offer of love. Somebody loves themselves more than they love anyone else. Narcissist energy for some, not everybody. Or a difficult water sign child. And there we have a new love coming in. Somebody who does fill your cup. Or a recovery after this time of limbo. Something will fill your cup. Spirit will give you the gift of happiness, should you choose to take it. From the muck of the swamp, the lotus flower grows. So it's giving us hope for the future. But you have to grab it and nurture it. If you don't give it the nurturing it needs, it will die. The runes we've got are showing us luck, movement forwards, destiny. Yes, there's been a disappointment and you played your part in it. But you're not to blame, no one is. It's just one of them things. So we've come to the proverbial bridge and it's time to cross it. There's no point in crying over spilt milk, and that's what we're doing. We're looking back on the past instead of looking to the future. There's no chance of repairing this. There's lack of communication, especially via the internet. Someone may need new shoes, but somebody is stuck, refusing to walk away. 8 months is mentioned. It's a limbo situation. There's nothing can be done until somebody decides to take action. It's a doorway we need to pass through. That threshold that we've been on for so long. The 12th and 13th of any month is important. Yeah, somebody's needed time to grieve, and it is gender specific, so it's a female mourning the loss of something or someone. Too many. There is hidden money here in a cupboard, in a property, in valuables. Money is important to this. The loss of a constant companion. Communication is imperative. The loss again of a friend and confidant. A male enemy is overcome. You will find out who this enemy is. Was born 1965, plus or minus 12, found again, February to February. Somebody's lost hope in a situation, and that's why there's no movement forward. Money is the issue, and there has been fighting. Either someone in the military or fighting ends, leaves your life. No more fighting. Either not fighting for what you want or calling peace, a truce, no more arguments. This one's a way off, I think. They just want you to stop and breathe through the anxiety. Maybe that's why we're on pause. Somebody feels abandoned or orphaned, maybe to do with children, it may be to do with you. Some of you may have both parents in spirit and feel like you've no one to talk to. That's not true, they're always with you. Spirit intend giving you a leg up, so that's good. There is a loyal heart here somewhere that's patiently waiting. Somebody definitely wants to repair a situation, perhaps with the children. You will survive this, whatever it is, and come out the other end. There's a land of milk and honey, a reward for all your pain. A mother energy, but it's going to take time. There's a treasure island coming on the back of a turtle, so it's coming slowly. And I've seen turtles, they go quite fast sometimes. But treasure's not always financial. All Spirit want you to do is clean up your side of the street. Don't try fixing other people's messes, because that's not your monkeys, not your circus. All you have to do is be true to yourself. There's positive communication coming, perhaps some time off, because it has to come from a distance, possibly across water. And we have the 15. So the only thing we're missing is the 14. We've got 12, 13 and 15. So, let's see what this is about, shall we? Neptune, it's about a sacrifice, I'm afraid. And number 10, there has to be this ending. You are going to have to sacrifice something. You can't have it all. So, 7 of Cups, it's about options. It's about choices. Your choices, like we've said, make your destiny. The name Thomas could be important. The whole idea of compassion is based on keen awareness of interdependence of all living beings, which are all part of one another and involve one another. This situation will feel like you cannot find clarity. You have to surrender to the mystery for a while, the limbo, not knowing. It will be nebulous, hazy and indirect. This is where you'll be most inspired, but also deceiving ourselves. It's a place of mishaps, bringing on undercurrents of strangeness. It's a source of many troubles, since this card indicates escapism and beauty. So dreams, film, art, disappointment, which we've got there, the disappointment. Something has disappointed us. Refusing to see things as they really are. This is a time where many will try to manipulate you. So there we are, the sacrifice, the karmic situations, secrets, hidden enemies. They'll come with their crisis rescue cycles, exhausting friends and family with their many problems. There may be a lack of boundaries, yes, and confusion where some may orchestrate their victimhood. So in actuality, you'll be the victim, but they're playing the victim. Be very certain that that victim isn't you. Neptune is a place of beauty and that which is ethereal and not easily touched. Neptune is inspired, coupled and nebulous thinking. Neptune represents glamour, so we may be seduced by shiny things, people, situations. It's about poetry, music, art, psychic mediumship, but also nebulous thinking. When it shows in a reading, any words spoken or promises given are either poetry from the gods or lies. But more positively, these may be messages from spirit or tapping into your own higher awareness. So you will see random animals, insects, birds, objects in unusual places or doing unusual things. Google them as animal totems or spiritual meanings, and numbers on a clock, all the usual things. Angel numbers, Joanne. You will find the messages mean something. Could be in your dreams. It will be difficult to get to the bottom of this issue, and you may see smoke and mirrors. Find yourself engulfed in nefarious mist with blame cast on the wrong person for the wrong reasons. With this card, you want to be absolutely clear and out front with everything you do. So that's why they're saying, clean up your side of the street. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Neptune is a planet of sacrifice, so you will be asked to sacrifice something, and it's usually related to your ego. So your inner child is saying, I want something, but I don't want to give up something else. So, a bit like when your parent says, you can't have your pudding until you've had your dinner. You don't want to eat your dinner, but you want the pudding. So, that's your inner child. That's what the ego is. It's not about big-headedness. But it will bring greater good. Neptune represents our link to all that governs and the last sign of the zodiac. Pisces is connected to everything past, present and future. It's where we are vulnerable and where we want to escape to. There are opposites in all higher things. Lovers become porn stars, reverie becomes drunkenness, and dreams turn into nightmares. Unfortunately, Neptune represents self-destruction and self-sabotage, so we're getting in our own way. You may be caught in a situation which is unclear, and the reasons behind it may not make sense or are being withheld from you. You may find difficulty in getting on the right path or clarifying your direction. On the other hand, you may be extremely tuned in at present, sensing your emotions, having visions. If this is the case, what is below the surface is going to be brought to the top, so it will be very, very clear. Be careful of trickery or playing emotional games. If a beautiful person enters your life, test that relationship. He or she may be too good to be true or the love of your life. So how they treat others who can't do anything for them, like shopkeepers, cashiers, etc. If they're good-mannered and pleasant, you know, because eventually you're going to be, to them, just as important. You're not always going to be in that first glow of love. So see how they treat people. And if you don't want to be treated that way, then you know that they're not right for you. This planet also represents sleights of hand and tricks, yet also a supernatural type of creativity. You cannot be a poet or a mystic without the rays of Neptune that influence you. This situation is like falling off the edge of the universe into a place we trust, but have no reason to trust and no concrete idea about why. So beware of deception and confusion, but at least there will be poetry and reverie. Your imagination, escapism, mysticism, divination, other realms and making contact with the higher realms, communications with ghosts and other spirits is very possible. Links to the universal mind, the ocean of consciousness, sudden flights of inspiration. So the ocean is mentioned more than once. And these messages may be coming across the ocean of consciousness. Sudden flights of inspiration, aha moments, artistic ability, the artist's life, self-sacrifice, self-undoing, the creating of an illusion, dangerous deceptions, narcotics, alcoholic drinks, toxins and poisons, medicines, the surfacing of allergens, physical ailments you can never get to the root of, the nerve and lymphatic system, needing to flee and become more private, sleeping and dreams, the colours blue and violet. Spirit are telling me now I've got to tell you something that's quite strange. I don't know why they would want me to say that, but if you're happier in your sleep than you are in your waking, there's something wrong. Because we tend to escape into a dream world when life is not how it should be. So, if you can't wait to go to sleep and dream, then there's something wrong. The colours blue and violet, burning of candles, glamour, being seduced again by glamour, by shiny things, material things, television, film, set design, bodies of water, living or travelling near them, the beach, mimicry and copying others, so fitting in, trying to be like everybody else, blending in, being too afraid to leave the fold, feeling overcome or intimidated, feeling mercy and compassion, emotional games in a relationship. There will be mystery, confusion, enchantment, wanderings, passivity, and secret enemies involved in this situation. So be alert, be aware, learn to say no, put your boundaries in place. Thanks for listening.